What's up everyone, this is 78610 bringing you a deck profile video. So yeah, I know the ban list is coming up soon, so if it does change anything in this deck profile, which I don't think it will, but if there is any changes, I'll make an update. And of course this is kind of the first draft anyway, so I'm going to still do a little bit more testing, so this really isn't the final form to this, but let's get started. This is our Gem Knights, of course, if you haven't read the title, and Gem Knights are actually sort of competitive now. I mean, with Hidden Arsenal 6, it's helped them out a lot. So yeah, we go with the 2 Garnet. Of course, for a lot of our fusions and stuff. The 3 Obsidian, same reasoning, of course. Obsidian's like one of the best ones, if not the best, especially for summoning. Iolite, I believe it's how it's pronounced. It's a pretty good card. It comes in handy here and there, especially for going for an Amethyst. I like using Amethyst here and there, so it's worth it. Gem Knight Amber. Amber's pretty awesome. Let's kind of zoom out just a hair. There we go. Alright, we got... let's see, I think that's the end of our Gem Knights. Let's see, we got 3 Gem Armadillo. Helps me get whatever Gem Knight I need. Not that bad of an attacker either, with 1,700. So yeah. Gem Turtle helps me search for my fusions. Summoner Monk comes in handy to help swarm the field a little bit. I can use Gem Knight Fusion as the fuel to use its effect, and then I can always bring Gem Knight Fusion back to my hand pretty easy, so... and this deck runs a lot of spells, so yeah. 3 volcanic spells. They come in shell spell. Good grief, I had that on the brain. It comes in handy, of course. You can use them for the fusion for Citrine. Gores, Effect Veilers. We're using 2. And since it's a Lightsworn variant, we're using 2 Raikou. I really wish the light fusion monsters were out. That's what I'm saying. Gem Knights really aren't complete yet. We're still missing a lot of stuff, unfortunately. 2 Lumina. And 3 Lava. So yeah, too bad we don't have the light fusion monster though, because this deck would be very powerful then. Alright, now with the spells. Let's go with, of course, the 3 Gem Knight Fusion. You gotta have them. Dual Tournament ones, they look awesome. 3 Solar Recharge, one of the main draw engines. Chaos Dragons aren't the only thing that can use this. Of course, a lot of people forget that. Heavy Storm. And good grief, Solar Recharge has gone up in price too, on the side note. 2 MSTs. Mystical Space Typhoon, let's see, Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, and 2 Duality. A lot of people say 1 or 3 Duality. I say 2 is perfectly fine, because I know this deck does special summon a lot, but there are those few cases here and there where I need that Duality so I can get my Gem Knight Fusion, because I might be unlucky and not get the freaking card in my hand, and this deck falls apart without Gem Knight Fusion, of course. Alright, and of course, I'm only running 2 traps, and that is 2 Soul Mornings. I just like them for backups and stuff, just in case. I choose them over it. Put them in the camera view, by the way. There we go. See, I kind of prefer to use them even over like a Mirror Force or something. And I don't want to use Torrential because I swarm the field. Let's see, our fusions though. We got our 3 Citrine. Use the Volcanic Shells. You can use Volcanic Shell's ability. Basically, you can summon 3 of these in a turn if you have the right setup, which really isn't hard to do at all. 1 Ruby, because we run Garnet, and yeah, Ruby's actually a pretty good one, so not bad. For the Ambers, of course, we have the 2 Prismara. Not that bad of a card. It helps with some destruction. And like I said, so we have an Amethyst. Amethyst is probably one of the worst of the newer fusions, but it does have a place. It can come in handy. Since we do have the Veiler, we have a few synchro options, so I'm going with a Catastor, because it's possible, and a Stardust, my Ghost Stardust, you can kind of tell. Also, let's go with our Xyz now. First off, since the fusions are level 7s, and they're pretty easy to swarm the field, I use 2 number 11 Big Eye, because it is not hard to bring this guy out at all. I've been tempted to run number 7, but Big Eye is really nice, and number 7 is just a big risk, and requires 3 instead of 2, so that's unfortunate. Here and there, though, I like to try out number 7 just for fun. Maestro, because it's possible and is good at C. Gem Knight Pearl, because it's a Gem Knight deck. Of course, you gotta have Gem Knight Pearl. Utopia, gotta have that, and then a Levier, because Obsidian, so yeah. Obsidian banishes, you can get Levier, get some of your stuff back. Really nice. Yeah, though, Citrine really makes this whole deck possible. It makes it where this deck, I don't know if I would really say meta deck worthy, but it makes it actually competitive. You know, it makes it where it's not such a, where it needs a Rescue Rabbit sort of thing. I know there's Rescue Rabbit versions, but this version is actually really nice, and I would say that it could probably beat the Rescue Rabbit version. I think it's a lot better, and it's a really fun deck to use. So if you're looking for something fun, you have, you know, you got Hidden Arsenal 6 or whatever, this is a great deck to use. Hidden Arsenal 7 will open up a lot more options, I believe, but then they get a Master Die or whatever, which is like their ultimate Gem Knight. He requires like 3 to fuse, and it's a really awesome card. So yeah, hopefully in the future, Gem Knights will become really competitive. They're not bad though. I mean, they're a lot of fun, like I said, just like other Hidden Arsenal archetypes. And yeah, I really like using this deck. It's pretty budget, really, and a lot of fun. Except for those little recharges. Those aren't really budget, I guess, if you had to say, because they're probably, at this time, I'm seeing them for about $8 a piece or so. So yeah, anyway, please tell me what you guys think, of course. If you got any suggestions how to make it better. I'm still testing out a few things, like I said. When Arsenal 7 comes out, I'll have a lot more options. I'm not using any OCG cards, of course. And please try it out. Like I said, try it out especially before you judge it. I know some of my deck profiles get a little hate, but this deck is really good, really competitive. And I do suggest, trying it out. I'm not saying Tier 1, but I'm saying it's pretty competitive for Gem Knights, They have never been competitive until now. So yeah, like I said, take it to a tournament even. That'd be pretty cool. So yeah. And that's everything. Please subscribe. Later, guys. Hope you've enjoyed my latest video. Be sure to check out the next and previous buttons that are down below so you can see some of the past and future videos that I've made, and also be sure to check out the 2 featured videos that are on both sides of me. Thanks again for watching, and be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. Later, guys.